So you won't believe what I saw online. I think this morning, if I'm not mistaken, I saw a video of a young guy. I think he's in his probably in his early 20s or late 20s, and you have to see the way this guy was beating this lady. Like he was beating him like if she didn't die today, she wouldn't die anymore. He was using his elbow to be hitting this lady on her spinal cord. Not just that kind of a beating. He was using his knee to be hitting her on her stomach. Like, you know that kind of beating that someone is beating you, and you know that this is more of like a death sentence. This is more of like if you didn't die today, you won't die again. That's the type of beating that this lady received from a guy. And I think they're probably dating, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm like, wow. When did beating a lady start becoming a show, a content? I mean, this lady was literally begging for her life. She even fought to the extent that she wanted to like run away from the door, and this guy drove her in back again. And during the process, I think her wrapper fell off or something like that, and she was just naked. And that was really, really brutal. And you know the most horrible part, the most horrible part about this storyline is that there were people in that room. There were guys in that room. They're all seated and they all felt comfortable, and they didn't even flinch. And there was someone who was actually videoing them. The guy was following them while this guy was beating her, and the guy was like videoing it too, and he posted it online, and it became a content, and it went viral, and it's just there. Do you know what get me confused? I do ask, these men, do they have parents as well? In my previous video, I talked about the way that our parents do ignore the boy's child when it comes to home training and only just focus on the lady. And this was bringing this. This is why all this is happening. Because if why the parents were training a girl's child that okay, you should not get your man angry. You should keep quiet when the man is talking. You should not do this. You should do that. You should do this and that. If they also use that same energy to also teach a boy child that no matter what a woman do, don't play a finger. I don't think that this is gonna reach to that extent. I don't think it will reach to that extent at all. But do you know that sometimes I blame this on the parents? Not just about training. I blame it on the men who is the supposed husband, who is the supposed father, beating their wife in front of their children. And they're creating that psychological trauma, that psychological mess that beating a woman is a normal thing when it is not. And sometimes I do blame the ladies. I do blame the ladies who enter into such relationship, because I wonder, don't they have thinking faculty as well? I mean, I wonder, didn't they see the red flags on time? You will be in a relationship with a man, and then any little thing you do, you will notice that this man is very, very aggressive. You will notice the way he shouts. You will notice the way sometimes he even raises his hand to beat you. And take of some feelings which you feel like you have, you keep tolerating and until they beat you, the one that will land you in the hospital. Even the funniest thing is that even after such beating that will land you in the hospital and you collect drip and you receive treatment for months, the lady will still come back after the guy say, "I'm sorry." It's like a normal circle in the society now, which shouldn't be in the first place. It's high time we parents start teaching our boy child as well. It's high time we start focusing on them. It's high time the father start setting examples. You can't just beat your wife and you expect the husband of your daughter not to beat your daughter. You can't expect that. You have to first of all start teaching her by the way you treat her mom, that women are to be treated like princesses, not punch back. You have to start teaching your girl child that the way you treat her mom should be what she should expect, nothing less. I mean, just like we all know, a girl's first love is always her dad. And it's the way that her dad treats her mom. That is what creates that psychological norms for her as well. That, for an instance, if my dad is beating my mom, sometimes it creates that thing in their brain that maybe beating a woman is a normal thing. And there's some ladies that feel like if you're dating a man and the man is not beating you, then the man doesn't love you, because I have this thinking, or they have this psychological trauma that beating a woman is a way that a man corrects a woman, just because maybe while growing up they see that their dad is still beating their mom and they feel like that is the way it should be. Whew. I don't know what else to say again. I don't know how else to explain this for we to understand. But all I just have to say in summary is that my sister, when you notice the red lights or the red flag or the red signal, run for your dear life. It doesn't matter how long you have been there. It doesn't matter what the society will say. It doesn't matter anything at all. It doesn't matter. Just run for your life, because if you die today, that guy will still move on and find another punching bag. Such is life.